Folks, check it out. Today we are looking at the KAiS. Is that KAiS? KAiS? Popo. P-O-P-O. KAiS P-O-P-O. This is a new mechanical that was just released. This one is in like a stone-washed finish peak. And let's give it a listen. Incredible, incredible sound. If you think that sounds familiar, you might think it sounds a little bit like the chalk. A little bit louder because this is a lighter all-peak piece, where this has a little bit of stainless steel around it, around that peak track, so you get really good sound, but it is a little more muted than this. This is still in the stock setup from taking it out of the box here. Really interesting pattern to get that double click. You can see that we have a pretty much like a standard pattern with this kind of like double click at the end. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, it is kind of both standard pattern, but I see what they did here. At first I thought I was looking at a dense pattern and a standard pattern, but what it is a standard pattern, and that double click there, that's clever. Oh my gosh, okay, I didn't even realize. They added a half click there so that both balls could run to the same end of the track. But when you look at it, let's get up close here, you can see that each click is happening on this side in the middle of a changeover to that side. So the detent on this side is happening right in the middle of the changeover between two detents on this side. So I was kind of wondering about that because I thought, oh, it's got this like extra little double click at the end here for maybe some added sound. But you notice that the little divider in the middle of that is not that large, not as defined. So it wasn't really adding anything to the end of the click. I thought I was maybe missing something. I've already got a couple little hairs in there. I don't know why. But yeah, that's just to offset it so that you're getting one click on one side while it's changing over on the other side. And vice versa. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. Let's open it up. Take a look at the inside. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the box first. So we got this. You've got a couple weird little, focus, concentration, enjoy it all the time. Okay. I thought this was one of the more interesting little extras to come in a box. So you've got the brand name, and it looks like a little wrapped candy, just with some extra balls inside. But you can't open that up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh boy. Classic me. So, okay, you can absolutely open that up. At first I thought, what an odd extra, because here's a little like shaker that, I don't know, I could give to a baby or something like that. I definitely did not find all those. But okay, you can definitely open that up and get some extra little balls out of there if you'd like. I guess I didn't expect that. There's a lot of them, because there's some in this bag here. So I just assumed that this was sealed shut. But no. All right. So it comes with some extra magnets, some extra springs, and a couple of the silicone nitrate balls. I'm not sure how those sound. We're going to test those out. I just wanted to show you that little candy piece and absolutely obliterate it in front of all of you. I just thought it was kind of interesting. My God, I'm going to be finding these things forever. All right. So let's open it up. All right, you can see those balls that are now, secured inside the little candy thing. Can go in here. They're just little Teflon balls that keep it on the track. And then it's got that magnetic track on the bottom. That's where those magnets come into play. Now those don't move because this piece will sit down inside there. But if you really want, I don't know, I guess it to feel extra secure inside here, you could add more magnets in the middle that just fall out. I don't know what that'll do for you. I looked at this the other day and I thought maybe I'm not thinking of something. I don't know if it could potentially add some sort of function to it, or if it's just going to be more held in place. I don't know. Either way. Then you're left with this. And so as you're taking it, keep your thumb right there, so that as those beads come out, they don't shoot up in your face. Of course, the magnets will fall out. And you can see it comes standard with 2 glass beads and just really good pingy springs. Now we can see that track more clearly. All right. Wow, it's already got some little pocket dust in there. But a very clever way to do that. That was actually something that I had seen on the soap that I can't find now. But the O1EDC soap had something similar, not as kind of clearly thought out as that. But all right. So you heard the really pingy version. Now we're going to replace it with these 2 balls, which I can tell you look a little smaller than the glass beads, but maybe I'm wrong. Sometimes materials can be tricky. It did come with 2 extra glass beads. I appreciate that. Those seem to be harder to come by. I don't know why. Especially in my collection of extras. So I may not be crazy there. Those may be slightly smaller. But let's take these 2 glass beads off. Let's put these guys on. We're going to take this, slide it in, and then I'm going to place that on so I can figure out which direction this magnet needs to go. There we go. And that one was in incorrectly. Perfect. So it kind of takes away a little bit of that ping. Maybe gives it more of just like a ratchety kind of sound. You still get that ping right at the end though. The only other thing I wanted to try was see what it sounds like with only one ball in there. Is it good as just a standard mechanical where it isn't off-centered? So we're going to take one of those out. Use the magnetism of my screwdriver there to pull that out. Awesome. Yeah, still sounds good. And now that I'm looking at it, these magnets are actually the shallower ones that would sit in here. So probably just replacements because the two that are in here are much deeper, as you can see. So it wouldn't work to use those to replace these, but it would to replace those. Okay, interesting. I'm going to put the glass beads back in here, I think. I really love the sound of these. I mean, it's very reminiscent of that Loudy Chalk there. Oh, I got a magnet in wrong here, so it's going to pop out. There we go. And just a little bit louder than the Loudy Chalk. Very smooth. Feels really good. Sounds really good. I don't know why more brands aren't using this kind of stone-washed peak. Just feels so much nicer on the hand. And I love the design of this. It's really simple, but that's just a really good groove for the thumb. And this kind of curved design also very reminiscent of the bubble, where the action is still happening on two flat parallel planes, but the body is giving you the feeling like it's curved almost. Right? I really like that. I do kind of wish that some would try it with more of a curved design, if at all possible. Something like the AC EDC soap, which gives you that kind of like ergonomical, you know, curvature. But this will do. I mean, this feels really good. Definitely a noisy one, not one you're going to bring into the office, but very cool. All right, there we go. That is the Popo from KAiS. KAiS? Sure.